Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be showing you how you can get your full face but still be protected with your mask. The world is beginning to open back up. Some of us are actually going to be returning to work. So you may want to be able to put on a full face and not have to worry about the bottom half of your face looking completely different from the rest of your face. So I've tested this out and it works beautifully. So I am going to go ahead and show you the steps that I take in order to achieve a full face underneath my mask. Now, what's important, number one, is to make sure that you start with a clean, fresh face. It does not matter if you washed your face 2 hours ago. It does not matter if you got out of the shower an hour and 30 minutes ago. Your face needs to be freshly washed with no oils, nothing on it, okay? That's number one. That's anytime you do your face, but especially if you're trying to have makeup that lasts. Second is, no matter what type of skin you have, whether you have oily, whether you have combination, whether you have dry skin, you have to moisturize. If your skin is not completely moisturized underneath your makeup, what's gonna happen is your skin is going to overproduce oil to make up for the fact that it's dry. And this is, again, regardless of whether you have dry skin, regardless of whether you have oily skin or a combination, your skin is going to purposely increase the oils in your face to make up for it. So a way to prevent that is to make sure that your face is fully moisturized. So my face was washed, scrubbed, everything under the sun, and then I put my trusty moisturizer on underneath. So my skin is clear. It has a nice little glow to it. That's all you need. Okay, then you're gonna make sure that you apply a base, a primer, but the primer needs to be one that is going to be very gripping to your skin. I've been trying out this little sample I have of the Milk Hydro Grip. This works really well too. Another good gripping primer, I'm going to have to say, honestly, if you're gonna spend money on anything in regards to your makeup, it needs to be your primer. That's just my personal opinion. You can get away with cheaper foundations, but when it comes to your primer, literally that's where you need to spend your money. That's just my personal opinion. Yeah. So what you do is you take the Hydro Grip. Okay. Now, I'm not doing a full face because I'm literally just showing you guys how to get the foundation to stay. So I'm not going to be doing my brows. I'm not going to be doing my eyeshadow and all of that. I'm just going to be doing just the base. This is the part that's really going to get you where you need to go. You need to take a setting powder, okay? And this is a tip I got from Jackie Aina, but it works with this whole mask issue that we're having. You take a setting powder close to the color of your skin. This is a Laura Mercier, but in the color Deep. It's still translucent, but it has more color to it. It's not very pale. You're not going to be taking a lot of it, and this is just my beauty blender, but you're going to take a little bit of that powder and put it where your mask touch. And you're literally putting that right where your mask goes. And this is just to keep any type of oil or moisture from breaking through, because that is essentially what causes transfer. The transfer of your makeup is usually because your oil is breaking through. So this will just keep it from having the oil break through. And you can't even really see it. It just melts into the skin, but you can visibly see the difference in the amount of shine I have on the bottom of my face versus the top. So yeah, this is, and a lot of people will put this on their nose too because the mask touches your nose. So just make sure you get that nose. And see instantly how the shine went out of my nose. It's still moisturized, but this powder, I wouldn't recommend putting it over your whole face. Literally just where the mask is gonna touch. Okay? Now, once that is all set, you're gonna put your colored Laura or whatever powder you use to set. The Fenty Beauty is another one, but that one is literally my skin tone. That's why I use that. Now, foundation choice. There are foundations you can buy that say that they don't transfer. I think L'Oreal has one as a drugstore brand. For me, it would be the Fenty Beauty in the matte. You've seen me use the hydrating foundation, but I do also have the matte like I explained in that video. Again, if you are someone who is not looking to spend a lot of money on your products, the next best option would be the Super Stay Full Coverage by, gosh, I forget, Maybelline. I have this in 2 different colors because I've never seemed to get my perfect match with this. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one is warm coconut, and then this one is coconut. Yeah, the warm is better as far as getting a closer match to my skin tone, but yeah, it just, me and drugstore colors don't mix. But for the sake of this video, I am actually going to go ahead and use the warm coconut. And again, this is the Maybelline 24-hour Super Stay. So this is a good one to use to stick for your face, okay? And let's be clear, I have nothing against drugstore foundations. You know, I know that there are some good ones out there. The only problem I have with drugstore foundations are the ingredients. The ingredients are not the best for your skin, but you know, what else? Just lightly dabbing this. You're dabbing, do not rub. You don't want that powder to get to acting up on you or to ball up or anything. You're dabbing, dab, 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 dab. And don't put a whole lot of foundation on your nose. Just pass it enough to where it matches. And as you can see, this foundation does not match. But again, I'm just showing you how to have a full face under a mask. So it's okay that this does not match. I know this color does not match. Okay, I don't need anybody to tell me, hey Amber, that color doesn't match. Okay. The good thing about this color being what it is, you can literally see how much it's seeping into my skin. Like, it is matte, okay? Again, you don't want to put a whole lot. Okay. And you want to keep the coverage really light. You don't want to overdo it too much. And you want to make sure that you let it dry. Give it the opportunity to actually dry, okay? Then you want to take a good setting powder. Now again, there are 2 things that I think you should spend your money on. That is a primer and that is a good setting powder. If like Laura Mercier is too expensive, you can always get minis. I personally get minis even though they don't really save you money in the long run, because sometimes I just don't like a product anymore. I don't want it anymore. I'm done with it. So it's easier for me to toss out a mini that has half left than the big one. So I'm going to be using the original Laura Mercier. This is the white one. You put it in the top. That's what I do if I didn't show you. I pour the powder into the top, dip the brush into the top. Tap, tap, tap to get it off. All the excess. Then powder this bottom part. Almost as if you were like baking under your eye. Dusted the bottom of my face with the Laura Mercier. You see now, it is completely and totally matte. And what I'm literally feeling for is any spots that feel cold or feel like they have not been sort of treated with the powder. And then just go back again. Special treatment to the nose. Of course, do the top because you want it to all match. But the top doesn't have to be as set as the bottom. On camera, it is almost looking like this foundation matches. If you guys saw what I look like in real life, just know. A person can choose to set their face with various different things. Some people use like Evian water. Some use Mario Badescu. I have so much of that product, but I could be slaughtering the name. To hold your makeup in place, some people use Morphe. This is the real deal. Okay, so you make sure that you spray your setting spray. This is long lasting. Now, the thing is, you have to make sure that it completely dries. So you need to do this probably like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes before you leave so that your face is completely and totally dry. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna clean up everything that I've taken out. By the time I'm done cleaning up my stuff, it'll be time for us to test this out and put the mask on and show you that it works. All right, guys, it has been the appropriate amount of time. Now, one thing I do want to say is that this does keep your foundation from transferring onto your mask, but what you want to do is periodically throughout the day is make sure that you have like some type of setting powder. This one is Invisimatte by Fenty Beauty. It works really good. It's translucent. It literally just sucks all the oil out of your face and makes it completely refreshes your look. So I keep this in my purse. And the cool thing about it is it does come with a brush for you to apply it. And the cool thing about this is it's magnetic. So that stays put. You don't have to worry about where's my brush. Okay. So on that note, I have tons of masks because I believe in making it fashion. This is my favorite one because it literally covers everything. However, as you can see, no transfer when I did that just now. Oh, and it has an opening here, and I usually put a disposable mask inside the opening for like triple protection. But yeah, this is my favorite. I do have like, y'all know I love Disney. I mean, if that ain't obvious from the last haul I did. Okay. And then I have, you know, less evasive, go with the flow kind. But when I'm wearing makeup, I wear my disposable one because they're lighter, they don't rub as much, and you can kind of adjust this little bar right here to what you need it to be, how snug you need it to be. So Okay.
A few moments later.
Rub, rub, rub. Nothing, you guys. Literally nothing. Clean. Okay? I'm not joking when I tell you this will work. If you have any type of transfer, it will be absolutely minimal. Again, choose really matte foundations, drugstore wise. This Maybelline Superstay is a really good one. If you have the Fenty Beauty soft matte, this is another good one. Comment down below if you know some other really good super matte foundations. Let's help the girls out, the boys out, everyone that wears foundation. Let's help them out. Let's get this going, you guys. If you know of some other super matte foundations that can be applied with this same concept, let me know. Comment down below. So that is all I have for you guys. Love ya. Mean it. Bye.